Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Hello. Happy Easter, everyone. Welcome to this latest installment of Poetic License, because poetry stops for no one. I was trying to, how do I tactfully say it? Like, hi, happy Easter. Sorry, we're going to do a poetry open mic. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. I hope everyone is feeling at one with the universe and everything. And hi. And I guess I was supposed to start by reading poems, and people, you guys all know the list, and if you wanted to, you could look on the chat list, because he just stirred up, because John F. McMullen would always be first. Should we be doing rounds of 3? I think so, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That seems reasonable for us right now. Not like we've got 40 people here and we should limit.
Pardon? I put it, before I let Christina in, Christina is in the hospital. She's been in there for 3 weeks with arthritis. She'll be connecting from the hospital.
Oh. I see no list.
Oh, it's in the chat, bro. It's in the chat. He posted up in the chat.
No, it's only in the chat to you. It was a message to you, John.
Oh, I'm sorry that he didn't put it in a public list. Okay, then I will tell you the list right now, because you probably can't read my pencil writing. John F. McMullen, Gregory, Brian, Louise, Lana, Richard, and Jack. Or Lorna. Actually, it said Lana on it, but it's Lorna. And I'm like, wait, I know who that is. That's actually Lorna. Sorry, he wrote a lot on the list, but it's Lorna on the list. Oh, Lorna, Michael, and Jack are on the list in that order.
And we just got Christina and David Leo.
Hi, David. Christina. Christina. Sorry, it's a song that somebody else, and then David and... Hello, David. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hi. It is great to see everyone, and I am doing a live feed only of myself for the readings for this, because I respect everyone else's privacy, so I'm going to wave to people who are watching on a live feed from YouTube as well, or not YouTube, from Facebook, because I'm trying to spread the word so that if anybody wants to come to this Poetic License open mic, they can go to the event listing, which is linked up on my own page, and everybody is welcome to come. Zoom host John F. McMullen will let people in, because he was so kind as to give me this Zoom space for the full 2 hours. We are going to do rounds of 3, the masses say, so I, as I usually do, show off brand new books from Scars Publications. And so in this first round, I was going to read a couple of poems from the new issue of Down in the Dirt magazine. I don't know if John F. McMullen has it yet, but it is titled, I Am Not Alone. I love this statue from New Orleans, I think. I just thought it was the grooviest thing. He's got no hands. What? But anyway, if you wanted to know anything about it, you could go to scars.tv/dirt, and you can see it there as well as links on my own pages, blah, blah, blah. But I was going to share with you 2 poems from this book, and then a new poem. The 2 poems I was going to share are ones that are actually related to the fire that pretty much destroyed the Notre Dame. And in this book, there even are, because on that day, I had my desk and the TV on while I'm working, and I had no idea if my husband John was seeing any of this stuff. So I'm snapping pictures like mad of the fire as it was going on from different networks, and 2 different poems. You're not going to be able to see this from this. This is why I'm telling you, if you go to scars.tv/dirt, you can go to the issue and you can see these links in color, because it's kind of hard to see it from these books. But I will share with you 2 poems that are about the that day for Notre Dame. And this first one, and also both of these poems start with the letter X. I was working on coming up with different words for starting poems. This one is titled Xanthonite in St. Mary Lake. I ran my hand along your metal. The straight bars somehow flowed into one another, circling, and petals were forming into a flower to not only protect but also accentuate your stained glass windows, because even your barricades are beautiful. We look for beauty to take photographs, and we forget the sense of touch. So I slide my hand along your metal, feel the roughness, feel the smoothness, soak it in with every sense I can. I could touch that metal, that glass, run my hand along your Notre Dame brick, literally made from the clay from the base of St. Mary Lake, laced with xanthonite, rich in calcium carbonate, because that was the one place that created the most perfect color brick for this most perfect place. These visual things concerned them because if a fire destroyed one building, they would work to preserve these bricks, because even these visual things meant the world for us for some reason. And when fire one afternoon consumed you entirely, everyone worried about what physical objects could be preserved. Your ancient beauty cannot be replaced, yet billions and billionaires are offering millions to recreate you again. And I just want to tell them, replacing something once it's destroyed misses the point. Because this sacred place is just that, sacred. And it is so much more than recreating something on site and hoping that's enough. Xanthanite and St. Mary's, like, yeah, you would see people like working so hard to like trying to make a perfect match for things just in the construction of it in the first place. And as I had said, you cannot see this in the book. The other poem has 2 images as well. You cannot make this out. This is why I'm telling you to go to scars.tv/dirt, and you can actually see links to these. They're just shots of the film that was going on TV at the time, but this is the second poem for it, and it is called Xyresic Flames.
Someone's mic may be on before you start, Janet. Someone may not be.
Is somebody not muted? And I see that Tom arrived. Tom, hello. I will add you to the list. And hello, okay.
Someone on who don't know who it is.
Oh, and Greg Zano, which I didn't see before. So, oh yes, because you're second on the list, I'll bet. Okay, so you're on that list. I see everybody. John, you're not muted. Greg Zano, you're not muted, are you? Greg Zano, hello? If you are not muted, John was noticing the sound, so if you are not, I see Susan came too. Hello, Susan.
Yeah, please mute when others are reading. Back to you, Janet. Go ahead.
Thank you. This one is called Xyresic Flames. Once in France's history, the Catholic Church and the Notre Dame reigned supreme. Catholicism was the state religion, and they collected the heavy tithes from all people's incomes without the church paying a dime. So during the French Revolution in the 1790s, revolutionaries looted the Notre Dame, saying that it wasn't even a church at all, and even if they tried to remove the Catholic Church from France, the Notre Dame survived. When Adolf Hitler knew defeat was near by the end of 1944, he gave out the order: if it looks like the Allies are going to recapture Paris, then Germany must destroy every religious and historical monument, including the Notre Dame. But without the manpower or the munitions, German military in Paris could not abide by these telegrams telling them that they had to leave all of Paris in complete rubble. So, after falling in love with the Notre Dame, they defied the Fuhrer. Even in recent years, extremist attacks in 2015, 2016, 2017 shows shootings, car bombs, even slitting the throats of those celebrating Mass in the Notre Dame. The church survived, but new terrorism based on religion also flourished. I've always loved fire. Light some candles, listen to the crack and pop of burning wood in your fireplace. We've discovered fire countless millennia ago and use it for light, heat, energy. We contain this beautiful beast to become our tool. We enjoy campfires and roasting marshmallows. We keep fire alarms charged to protect us. We find fire fascinating, and we forget to fear a fire catastrophe that can take down a forest of dried wood in a single revered cathedral. humankind has this love-hate relationship with fire, with its thousands of chemical reactions producing a hypnotic flame. We must remember that it is not the destruction that brings that feeds that flame, but it's the formation of new bonds that create the heat and drives this chain reaction, as it did with Xyresic flames in the 12-plus hour fire of the 150-year-old Notre Dame. It is a love-hate relationship we have with fire because of what it gives and also what it takes away. Have your meaningful stuff with that. Thank you. This one is weird. I am, I guess, still in mourning a bit for the passing of my cat, Zach, which is why my nails are still black. But I had a dream about him. And when I was in Chicago, I took over an open mic. The guy that originally ran the open mic, he had come up with this idea of putting his dreams down. And I see more people are watching on the Facebook Live feed, so I have to wave and acknowledge them. Hi. But he would write down his dreams poem. So, thanks, Michael. So I thought after I woke up from this dream just in the past couple of days that I should write it down. And it is Dreams 3:30:21. Your body from the tub. Maybe I should have watched you die. I thought at the time I couldn't stand the pain of watching it happen to you. So I said no. Once you were sedated, you were laying on that medical table, and you just slid and fell to the ground. I caught you and lifted you back to that medical counter. The way your head curled in looked unnatural to me, and when I looked, I saw your eyes were open, and I thought you were already dead. But the doctor told me that this was common, and now it is only time. You don't need to see this if you know what it's like, the doctor said to me. And for some insane reason, I agreed. But maybe I should have seen you die, so that I wouldn't dream about you coming back. We came back from I don't know where. He went to the kitchen, maybe to check on his beer brewing, and off he went to his whirring machinery where it hummed for him. I went upstairs into the master bathroom, and when I looked into the tub, still filled with 6 inches of water, I saw you lying face down with your nose to the drain. I yelled to him for help, but he didn't hear. So I knew the terrible thing I had to do. Remove your body from the tub. This was it. You were dead. And I cannot remember if I pulled up my sleeve or lifted my shirt to stop it from getting wet while I retrieved your corpse. But once I reached into that water to touch the back of your head, you actually started to move, like you were still alive, but not spitting out air. I panicked. I tried to lift you to my shirt, and it was like you leaned your head into my shoulder, like the way you always did to get closer to me. The way you would tighten your pads around the tip of my finger, like you were hugging me. Like how you'd rest your paws on my shoulder and lay down along my side to sleep at night. I was overwhelmed. I didn't know if you were alive or dead. I didn't know what to do, and I didn't know what this dream world was trying to tell me. So suddenly I thought I needed a blanket for you. So I started to walk to the closet for the bright green towel we just washed after your final trip to the doctor. I don't remember getting the towel. I don't remember him coming to help. I just woke up. That was so weird. Thank you. That was so weird to go through. I don't normally have dreams like that. I really don't. That's just the weirdest thing. But thank you very much. I needed to vent, I guess. If you want to know anything about Down in the Dirt or see those pictures, because you can't see them in this thing, you can go to scars.tv/dirt. Go to the recent issue online, and there are links to those images of from newsreels of the fire from Notre Dame. So, anywho.